people wearing mask during their theoretical actions. So when some drama is going on, people will wear different masks according to their roles. That means that is not original. To express about their role, they will wear face masks. That means according to that role, they will exhibit their appearance. Here appearance means behavior, habits, and relationship with other people which differentiate him as a unique individual. This is called personality. This personality word has come from Greek word, from persona. Persona means wearing a mask. This is the history of personality word. Okay, when we are discussing about personality, why there is again discussing about disorders? Everybody is having personality. Same time, people are having some disorders also. What is personality disorder? If a person is having some disorder, some personality disorder, it will affect his daily functionings, like education or workplace or relationship with others. These things will get effect due to personality disorders. By knowing personality disorders, which person is having which personality disorders, by identifying or by knowing, we can guide them, or even ourselves also, we can know how to manage those symptoms. That is the idea behind knowing about personality disorders. Most of the people have any one type of some personality problems. A small problem will be there, definitely. Personality disorders also, why they included in mental disorders? As per DSM-5, DSM means Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Disorders. As per DSM-5, it comes in Axis 2. American Psychological Association people diagnosed these personality disorders also related to some type of mental disorders. Actually, on what basis personality disorders are decided? Some features, some common features of persons, based on those things, the American Psychological Association has decided these are all the personality disorders. What are the 4 features? Distorted cognitions, emotional regulation, and impulsive regulation, and interpersonal functioning. On these 4 criteria, they have taken to differentiate, to classify the personality disorders into 3 clusters. Cluster A, cluster B, and cluster C. Cluster A is having 3 personality disorders. Cluster B have 4, and cluster C also having 3 personality disorders. Totally, there are 10 personality disorders DSM-5 has identified and categorized And criteria also, how to observe those personality disorder criteria also they are given very clearly. So now first we will discuss about cluster A personality disorders. In this cluster A, there are 3 types of personality disorders. In these disorders, a person will experience major disruptions in relationship because of their behavior may be perceived as peculiar, suspicious, or detached. In this group of A, in the cluster A, personality disorders, persons' behaviors are very peculiar and suspicious, or most of the time they are alone, aloof. They are detached from the other people and society. The first one is paranoid personality disorder. Paranoid means suspiciousness. People with paranoid personality disorder are excessively mistrustful and suspicious of others. So they don't trust others. And they are having more suspicions about other people without any justification, without any reason, much reason also. They suspect others. They don't trust others. This is the basic symptom of paranoid disorder. And how to decide the person is having paranoid disorder? There are some criteria provided by American Psychological Association people. In our textbook also, page number 126, diagnostic criteria for paranoid personality disorder. There are some criteria given. Everybody is having books?
Sir, 186, sir, not 126.
186.
Yes, sir. We are having, sir.
186. So you can see the criteria on what basis we can test this person is having this type of personality. These are the criteria. Criteria 1, suspects without sufficient basis that others are exploiting, harming, or deceiving him, like that he will suspect. And second criteria, he is preoccupied with unjustified doubts about the loyalty or trustworthiness of friends. Like this, they given some 7 criteria. You can all read the criteria. I explained what is paranoid personality disorder. It is more mistrust of the persons and suspicious about the other people. These are the main symptoms of paranoid personality disorder. Have you come across any time this type of people? Anyone student can respond.
So generally they say that after marriage, the son has this kind of feeling. So he's having a paranoid disorder.
Okay. Okay. And what are the causes? See, for influencing this type of symptoms, what are the causes? People with this disorder to recall events from their childhood suggests that early mistreatment or traumatic childhood experiences may play a role in the development of personality disorders. The childhood experiences, when the person's having some childhood experiences about they are unable to trust. Some people are not trusting that person in childhood. He will develop the same mistrust and suspiciousness in his elder age also, in his adult age also. That is one of the reason. And mistaken assumptions about others. See, in our daily life also, by mistakenly we will assume this person is like this, that person is like this, we cannot trust this person. Like that, some people will develop the mistaken assumptions and some ambiguous situations. Ambiguous means not clear situations. Also, we can interpret sometimes we don't trust because we are ambiguous. We don't know the reality. That time also, most of the time we will trust. If we face more situations like that, most of the time we don't trust others and we will show definitely some suspiciousness. These are all the causes. Okay. And how to treat? Suppose these persons come to you, you observed. How to treat? In therapy, first, if he comes to therapist also, he don't trust the therapist. The person who is having paranoid personality disorder, even if he comes to the therapist, he don't trust the therapist also. So we have to create some meaningful, trustful relationships with him initially, at least to maintain some minimum trust. At least then only he will listen to us what we are giving some therapeutic skills. Normally for this, people will use CBT to counter person's mistaken assumptions. See, some mistaken assumptions they are having, but those assumptions not having any proof. We will ask the person to challenge. See, whatever you are believing, whether it is correct or not, he has to challenge. He has to prove it. Until unless he challenges it, he cannot trust. He will going on trusting that is real. By challenging that type of beliefs, he will understand those things are not real and relationships is important to get personal help sometimes. Slowly, he will come to understand the relationship importance and slowly he will reduce his paranoid symptoms. This is called paranoid personality disorder. And in cluster A, second personality disorder is schizoid personality disorder. Schizoid. Yesterday we discussed about schizophrenia. Some symptoms from that schizophrenic also here it will have. That is called schizoid. This word also came from schizophrenia. People with this personality disorder show a pattern of detachment from social relationships. Some people, they don't mingle with many people other than their blood relatives. And these people also, the second quality is they have very limited emotional responses. Very limited emotions. These two symptoms are related to schizoid personality disorder. One is they are lacking and they are having detachment from social relationships and a limited range of emotions in interpersonal situations. Interpersonal means between two people or between many people. When we are discussing, they don't feel much emotional thing. That is called lack of emotions. As a result, they appear cold and detached and do not seem affected by praise and criticism. For these people, even if you criticize also, they don't react much. Even if you praise, they don't feel happy much. This is the quality of this personality symptom. Most of the time, these people are isolated. They don't mingle with many people and they have very limited emotions. And for this also, they given some diagnostic criteria by DSM-5. You can read all the criteria, sir, in your textbook. You can easily understood. Okay.
Okay.
Because this is very lengthy subject, I am saying. And what causes personality disorders? This schizoid personality disorder is coming. Example, childhood shyness is reported as a precursor to later adulthood schizoid personality disorder. A boy is having too much shyness from the childhood. Shyness people, what they will do? Even somebody asks, what is your name? They don't respond. Somebody asks something, just they will go away. You are all seeing now in some houses? Mahesh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Generally, children
Yes,
do.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we are seeing some shyness people also. Normally, these are the reasons. Shyness people, that is the reason we have to create some social activity, sharing activity, mingling activity with other children to avoid in future this type of problems. And it may be that his personality trait is inherited and serves as an important determinant in the development of this disorder. And some children, why they will avoid means, abuse and neglect in childhood are also reported among individuals with this order. See, abusing means not sexual abusing. Even parentals, they don't treat properly the children. They don't respond emotionally when child is having some problem. They will also develop this type of aloofness. And parental negligence also. Children, some people, because of their lack of time, they don't respond to children properly. Even children are asking something, we will see later, don't worry, you go ahead, you go and play like that, they will say. That is called emotionally neglecting children. So parents not neglect their children's emotions. When they are having some happiness, when they are having some fear or sadness, kindly respond to the children, sit with them, discuss with them, make them happy, make them clarify. Then they will have emotional attachment with parents. But most of the parents are missing this. So children are developing shyness or schizoid personality type of disorders. And next coming, schizotypal personality disorder. This is third one in cluster A personality disorder. These people are also same conditions. Both the conditions will combine in this. That means paranoid and schizoid personality. These two personality disorders conditioned mixed in schizotypal personality disorder. In the schizotypal, the person most of the time will be isolated and he is having very strong odd beliefs, eccentric beliefs, and he is having paranoid beliefs also, paranoid symptoms also. These three conditions, schizotypal personality disorder person will exhibit. One example I will say, what is odd beliefs? See, isolated means you know. Paranoid also you know. What is odd beliefs? You heard about some people while talking in telephone, they say what they are talking also I know. What I am talking also they know. This type of odd beliefs they will develop.
But these kind of statements generally people do give. I know what you are talking. These kind of statements, like I know what you are talking. These kind of statements generally people give in a regular conversation.
Yes, sir. See, just by one appearance, we cannot say this person is having this type of personality. But some people, most of the people will have mixed type. But only the thing is here, we should know what is the criteria. How to reduce those symptoms in persons is very, very important. Why we are studying personality disorders? To know something. How to change, if we have some personality disorder, means how to change those personality disorders. Because if we have any personality disorders, socially our functionings will have some negative effects. So we have to reduce the personality disorder symptoms. After you become a psychologist or a counselor, you have to suggest people, those who are coming to you, if somebody is having this type of symptoms, you can advise him. Clear, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those with schizotypal personality disorder tend to be suspicious and have paranoid thoughts, express little emotion, and may dress or behave in unusual way. And these people, another quality is they eccentric behavior means, one more example I am saying now. In summer period, wearing more shirts, shirt on shirt, shirt on shirt. If they wear 5 shirts in summer, people observing him, what they feel? Maheshwari, Mahesh, please respond.
Sir, they feel somewhat a problem in their brain. Why they are putting like this? Because now the summer it is so over sweating, but they are putting like this. Otherwise, they may think they may have fever like that.
See, in summer.
But the question is like he must have means changing, not wearing the shirt one on one.
No. The personality people will behave like this. This is one example I am saying. When I am in college also, one client has come to me by wearing 5 shirts.
Okay, all together means at a time 5 shirts, one on one.
One another.
Okay. Oh,
that is in summer.
I was thinking like in summer. Okay, I was thinking that he is changing, and I mean time to time.
It is summer. Not if he wears in winter, high winter. Okay, something we can understand. See, this type of behavior is called eccentric or odd behaviors, which is not relevant in our society. Our societal norms will not agree with this. This type of behaviors, this schizotypal personality people will exhibit. They will be isolated. They have some odd beliefs and they have some paranoid ideation also. Other thing, this eccentric behaviors they will exhibit. So we discussed about paranoid, schizoid personality, and schizotypal personality. These 3 are called cluster A personality disorders. And now coming to cluster B. Cluster B, page number 191, you can go. The first one in cluster B personal disorder is antisocial behavior. People diagnosed with cluster B personality disorders, antisocial, borderline, histrionic, narcissistic. These 4 types personality disorders are in cluster B because most of the symptoms are some common. So now we will discuss about antisocial personality disorder. People with antisocial personality disorder are characterized as having history of failing to comply with social norms. These people will not follow the social norms. Always they do some against things. They don't respect elders. They will cheat others. They will steal some materials from shop. They will beat others. They will have more aggression. These type of things all are coming under antisocial personality disorders. And these people don't have even consciousness and empathy also. Empathy means somebody is having some problem. They don't feel any concern. They don't have any empathy. They are so selfish. They will violate all social norms. These behave, and they don't feel even guiltiness also. They don't regret also. Whatever they feel happy, they do. Whether we accept or not. Some people are available in society, this type of personality people. And here also, diagnostic criteria for antisocial personality disorder also, they given some 7 criteria they given. You please go through, you can understood. And what are the reasons? It is only some psychological reasons only. Majority, see, children's emotionally neglected in the house, they will become so aggressive. Or single parent children's, they are lacking with so many emotions from childhood. They will become so aggressive people.
Sir, sorry, first point, can you repeat, sir?
Which
Why
one?
they will become aggressive?
They will become aggressive.
Because of single parent, you second point. First point?
See, single parent means he has only mother. He don't have father.
That is okay, sir. First point you told.
Emotionally neglected children.
Okay. Emotionally. See, in the house, wife and husband, most of the time they are quarreling. Okay. They don't have time to look after their children. See, children need lot of emotional attachment from parents. See, something happened in school today. The child come to the parents to explain about the happiness. The teacher appreciated the child today in the class. He come to parents, he will start telling, mother or father will say, I'm having a lot of work, don't come here, you go and play. How they will feel, Sudhakar Garu? Sudhakar Garu?
Means they are not getting proper love or...
Yes. That is emotional disconnection from parents. If the same thing happens repeatedly, they will behave in different way, that is in aggressive way. They will develop some negativeness on relationships also. They will lose love and affection. Same way they behave outside also. Okay, na?
Yeah, got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And the child dropping out of school and early age, school dropouts are there, some children's early age, because of some various reasons, maybe poverty or there is no proper caretakers, they will drop out from schools. Or poor occupational history in childhood. Children are not properly trained in childhood. See, in their adult age, they will exhibit because of the childhood frustrations. The childhood, see, when we also frustrate something, definitely we will become anger. It's in the childhood frustrations, lack of emotions, lack of education, lack of skill works in the early age, what they will become? They become so frustrated. Frustration leads to so aggressive nature. They will try to do some nonsense in the society. So, as a parents, we should very careful with when we are dealing with children. Even though we are so busy, we can able to spend some time with children. Emotionally, we can make them happy. But these are all very long-standing effects of the persons. Not one day it will not happen, very long-standing. See, when you are getting neglected, long period, or your boss is neglecting you from long days or long months, long years, definitely you will develop so negative feeling. This will hurt you a lot. Okay, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the treatment for this? See, there is no medicines for this. Aggressive, very, very aggressive means some suppressive drugs they will give. I am not denying. But that is not the permanent solution. We have to teach them some social skills, how to behave in socially, and parents has to And first thing, this conduct disorder people, parents can identify these behaviors, or teachers can identify these behaviors. When in early age itself they identify, they can teach the good social skills, the good behavioral skills. Definitely, children will change a lot. The negative atmosphere has to be removed from their childhood experiences. Next, in cluster B, another personality disorder is borderline personality disorder, BPD. There are so many BPD people in our society nowadays because of pressure. Because of pressure. People with borderline personality disorder lead tumultuous lives. Their moods and relationships are unstable. Their mood is not stable. He is very happy. Suddenly he will become suddenly angry. That is called there is no stableness in his moods. And those people will have very poor self-image. They think about themselves, we are not up to the mark. Because of this unsatisfaction, leads them and leads to the situation, even sometimes depression. And depression leads to even suicides also. More suicide cases coming in BPD patients, borderline personality disorder patients only, more people leading to suicides. And they tend to have turbulent relationships, fearing abandonment, but lacking control over their emotions. See, one example I will say to you. We are having some teachers in our schools. Some teachers, going to some teachers, we feel very happy. To approaching some teachers, we feel, and sometimes we think very differently. How is his mood? Suppose if I go and ask leave now, whether he will accept or not. That type of experiences, everybody we have. Even working people also, when we approach our boss, what he feels now, how is his mood? Like that we think, no, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means our boss is not having emotions control. See, boss will face a lot of problems. Sometimes pressures, sometimes marketing problems, sometimes some worker problems. But because those problems should not disturb his mood. If the person is unable to manage those disturbances, his mood will get disturbed. Because of his mood disturbance or mood swings, his behavior will change. Unnecessarily, see, we are going for some help. If he fires on us, if he shouts on us, what we feel? I go to him to ask some leave with urgency work. He is firing on me. What happened to him? That means that manager is not having emotional regulation. He is having emotional regulation problem. He don't have emotions control. As a manager, definitely he will face a lot of problems, but he has to coolly think and he has to find the solutions for those problems. Those who are approaching for solutions, he has to answer properly. That is the condition. These people, particularly borderline personality people, will not have those type of emotional regulations. Because of that, their mood swings are very high. Sometimes very happy, sometimes very angry, sometimes very sad also. Clear, sir? Now you understood the symptoms of borderline personality?
Yes, sir.
And people with this personality disorder are often intense, going from anger to deep depression. See, people with this personality disorder are often intense. going from anger to deep depression. See, why depression people are landing? First, they are getting anger. Why anger? Something is making disturbance. If the disturbance is not clear, it is maintaining continuously, even days together or weeks together, the person will become definitely depressed. Ultimately, sometimes depression leads to suicide. And here also they given some diagnostic criteria for borderline personality disorder. You can go through it, sir. And what is the treatment available for borderline personality disorder? Many people appear to respond positively to a variety of medications, including serotonin specific. Serotonin specific means SSRI drugs they will prescribe for these BPD patients to control their moods, emotions, all these things. They can have some distress, some tolerance. Also, they will maintain with these drugs. Then they will be approached with some cognitive behavior therapies. And for this, actually, there is a very good therapy is available. Mrs. Linehan has developed one therapy that is called dialectical behavior therapy. For DBT people, for this DBT therapy is very much helpful for making people happier with this borderline personality. In DBT is having 4 great skills. They will teach some skills, how to manage their emotions, how to improve their frustration tolerance, and how to make interpersonal good relations. These 3 areas will improve this borderline personality people's conditions. This is very good therapy, very successful therapy to improve borderline personality symptoms. And next, going to the 6th personality disorder, histrionic. You are all having books now, 195 page.
Yes,
Histrionic.
Yes, sir.
Histrionic people, they are more attention seekers. If they wear a neat dress or a beautiful dress, they expect everybody is observing or not me. Whether they are observing my dress or not, that means they are seeking more attention from people. Individuals with histrionic personality disorder tend to be overly dramatic and often seem almost to be acting, which is why the term histrionic, which means heretical in manner. And a pervasive pattern of excessive emotionality and attention seeking, beginning by early adulthood and present in a variety of contexts, as indicated by the following criteria. I think somebody is in journey using phone, huh?
Sudhakar garu.
Okay. And histrionic personality means they seek more attention, and they will try to satisfy the people, those who are around them. Evidence suggests that histrionic personality and antisocial personality co-occur. And for this treatment is, people with histrionic personality disorder often need to be shown how the short-term gains derived from the... See, somebody is acting. I am a very nice person. Like that he is acting means it is only a short-term gain for him. But in long term, when we know about his personality, definitely our behavior will change with him. It is a long-term loss to him. So we have to explain to the persons, you are looking for short-term appreciations, short-term gains, but it is not good. You have to work for long-term relationship in friendship or in society also. The type of cognitive awareness we have to create for these people to improve these histrionic personality conditions. And coming to next personality disorder is narcissistic personality disorder. See, there are 10 personality disorders. We are completing in 1 hour. That is the problem. We are unable to discuss very in depth. And this narcissistic personality disorder means people with narcissistic personality disorder have an unreasonable sense of self-importance. Unreasonable sense of self-importance. They require and expect a great deal of special attention. They also tend to use or exploit others for their own interests and show little empathy. When confronted with other successful people, they can be extremely envious and arrogant. Suppose somebody is having greatness than you with that person. He feels so envious, he feels so jealousy, and he behaves so arrogant. They don't try to cooperate with those people. This type of people have you seen anywhere, Mahesh?
Yes, sir. We have seen more people.
Definitely more, because by feeling envious means some jealousy, feeling some jealousy and behaving in arrogant manner. We are seeing many people. If somebody won some prize in a school, the other child will become so envious and he will not cooperate to that boy. Because children, they don't know many life behaving skills, but they behave like that. Even elders also, if they behave like that, it becomes a personality disorder. And here also some diagnostic criteria, how to diagnose narcissistic personality disorder. They're given some 9 criteria. You please go through it. And why this is causing? Why this is causing? This person is expecting a lot of recognition and importance from other people. If other people, they don't recognize him properly, he will feel jealousy, envious, and arrogant behavior he will exhibit. Why it is getting caused? Narcissistic personality disorder arises largely from a profound failure of modeling empathy by the parents early in a child development. This is also going to childhood experiences. As a consequence, the child remains fixated at a self-centered, grandiose stage of development. For this also, CBT works very nicely. Coping strategies such as relaxation training.
Sir, self-centered means?
Thinking only about him, not about others. See, when we are feeling jealousy with somebody means, we actually, when somebody achieved something means we have to appreciate. We don't appreciate. We will feel jealousy. That means self-centered. Everything should happen to me only. All greatness should be achieved by me only. That is self-centered. Clear, Amma?
Clear, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, everybody knows Telugu? Or anybody having Telugu language problem?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, Maheshwari don't know Telugu. Okay, I understood.
అందరు తెలుగు వాళ్ళమే సార్.
Okay, Linda, but
అందరం తెలుగు వాళ్ళమే సార్.
okay, but actually, we are all master students. Everybody should have some proficiency in English. We have to use only English.
Okay, sir. Any language we have no problem.
Okay. And these are all personality disorders. You have to read a book very neatly. Definitely, you will get this question in examination. No doubt at all. They will ask questions in personality disorders. You have to write all the personality disorders and their causes, their symptoms, their treatment, all the just short, you have to write all these things.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, any trick or any simple method to understand these all the way? Because sometimes it is very difficult to pronounce also these disorders.
No, sir. When you are habituated, if you read continuously 3-4 times, it is not difficult. It will be very easy. See, same thing I felt when I am studying MSc psychology also. Now I don't feel any difficulty to pronounce these words. 10 personality disorders without seeing any book, I can easily say. You will also become if you practice. It's not difficult.
Sir, we have one problem, sir.
Hello. Hello,
we are from background of BCom, MCom. So we are choosing by profession. We have MSc in this BR Ambedkar University.
Okay.
So terminology is something difficult to pronounce, and we didn't have any science background. So
that is the problem.
We can any easy way to
understand.
Read మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవటానికి ఎట్లా ఏ ఈజీ వేలో ఒకటి ఏదన్నా ఒక ఇది ఫస్ట్ ఇట్లా రాసుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారు కదా సార్, ఫస్ట్ అసలు ఒకటి డిజార్డర్ అని అంటే ఒక కారణము, కాజ్, సిమ్టమ్, ట్రీట్మెంట్ అని చెప్పారు కదా సార్. అట్లాగే ప్రతి టాపిక్ కి ఏదన్నా ఒక బార్డర్ లైన్ ఇట్లా అని అంటే దాని ప్రకారం మేము పాయింట్స్ రాసుకొని మెమరైజ్ చేసుకోవడం.
ఓకే మీరేం చేయాలంటే, ఇప్పుడు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో బార్డర్ లైన్ పర్సనాలిటీ గురించి 3 పేజీలు ఇచ్చారు మీకు. ఆ 3 పేజీల్లో మొత్తం చదివిన తర్వాత విచ్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మీరు అర్థం చేసుకుని అది మాత్రం రాసుకోండి. ఒక నీట్ గా ఫేర్ గా రాసుకోండి బుక్ లో మీరు. యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్. టోటల్ బుక్ చదవాలి ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్ అప్పుడు అన్నప్పుడు ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. వాట్ ఎవర్ వే యూ అండర్స్టూడ్, యూ రైట్ ఇన్ సెపరేట్ నోట్బుక్.
ఓకే సార్.
See, 10 personality disorder names recognition is not a big difficult.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Namma, atla practice చేయండి.
అంటే ఇదే వేలో మిగిలినవి కూడా ఏదన్నా అంటే ఇప్పుడు డిజార్డర్స్ అయితే ఓకే సార్, అసలు మామూలుగా మిగిలినవి వేరే టాపిక్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్.
ఏదైనా మీరు చక్కగా బుక్ లో ఇచ్చిన దాన్ని మీరు అర్థం చేసుకుని యు రైట్ ఇన్ యువర్ నోట్ బుక్ సపరేట్లీ.
అంటే మనం ఎగ్జామ్స్ లో మన ఓన్ వేగా రాయొచ్చు కదా సార్? అయితే
రాయొచ్చమ్మా. See, ultimately,
how to write a paper and answer, sir. Introduction, definition, and about the topic, and మీకు అర్థమైంది ఏంటి దాని conclusion.
See, what question they are asking is important. See, sometimes
BPT personality, during the treatment in BPT personality, you are saying to control the aggression, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRI, are the medicines they are used. Apart from that, you are also saying that one lady has found a new
Linehan,
a behavioral aspect. Can you just once again explain the same, sir? Because it was interesting but not properly getting in. So can you once again repeat that technique, whatever that she has found to control the aggressiveness in BPT? Please, sir.
Okay, DBT means dialectical behavior therapy. This therapy will teach some skills how to manage your BPD symptoms. Those 4 skills are, first skill is emotional regulation. How to regulate your emotions. Regulation means controlling one way. How to regulate your emotions some skills they will teach. That skills available separately. What are the skills to regulate emotions? See, the BPD person is having so mood swings. That means he don't have emotion control. So how to make emotion control? There are skills that actually the lady proposed this line hand is a BPD patient. She developed this therapy. And the second skill, interpersonal relations, how to improve. Some skills she proposed. And third skill she proposed is how to improve tolerance skills, distress tolerance. Distress means opposite to, it is a bad feeling. Distress means how to improve the distress, how you can tolerate, how to improve those skills, and how to do mindfulness practice. These 4 skills she proposed. If really person knows all the 4 skills properly, if he follows, definitely he will come out from that BPD problems. If you want, you can Google it. In Google also, you will know all the skills. What very detailed skills training is there about DBT. Or you please come and meet me. I will explain what is DBT, what are the skills, how to teach them, how to make it practice. Okay, sir? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Now we are coming to cluster C personality disorders. These cluster C personality disorders, most people will have because of anxiety, fear. These 3 cluster C personality disorders more are related with anxiety and fearfulness. These disorders are anxious or fearful personality disorders. Individuals with the personality disorders in this cluster tend to experience pervasive anxiety and fearfulness. Some people చిన్న చిన్న విషయాలకి ఊరికే ఎప్పుడు భయపడుతూ ఉంటారు. They depend most of the time on others. They don't take any independent decisions. And because of for the reduction of anxiety, they will do repetitive behaviors. They will have more perfectionism habits. These are all coming with this cluster C personality disorders. The first one is avoidant personality disorder. See, most of the time, because of fear, people will avoid the situations. Why unnecessarily facing that person? It is better to avoid now. He is coming daily in this route. We are also going in this route. Just we can go in another road. We can avoid him to reduce our anxiety. He will put a lot of questions on us. That is called avoidant personality. People will avoid for small things also, they will avoid. They don't face. This type of disorders comes under avoidant personality disorder. Why these people are and what causes them to avoid like this? Parents may reject them or at least not provide them with enough daily or uncritical love. In childhood, I gathered information, all these things from your book only. Whatever I am talking today, everything is available in your textbook.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Parents may reject them. Children, they have in their childhood, parents are getting rejected, at least not providing them with enough early uncritical love. This rejection in turn may result in low self-esteem and social alienation, conditions that persist into adulthood. The same conditions will persist in adulthood also. So because of this fear, because of this anxiety, they will develop. It is better to avoid. And treatment. In our textbook, they given only 4 lines. Social skills training is very, very important for this. Behavioral intervention techniques for anxiety and social skills problems have had some success. Avoidant personality disorder resemble those of people with social phobia. You know all social phobias. So this avoidant personality people also will resemble like social phobia symptoms. And next disorder is dependent personality disorder. People with dependent personality disorder rely on others to make ordinary decisions as well as important ones, which results in an unreasonable fear of abandonment. For small decisions also. Today, what shirt I have to wear? Okay. Have you observed this type of questions with some people?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is very silly question, no? Actually,
Yes,
dependence.
As per your, these all disorders, so people are having almost 90% people are having disorder only.
See, that is the
Actually,
problem.
they want to give the priority to the the person who stands right to.
Sir, actually, when you are studying psychology, you will imagine we are having most of the symptoms. But we don't have symptoms, but only we should know how to come out from these symptoms. And we can guide people, those who are approaching us, how to come out from their behaviors. See, this is also a parental problem. What our parents are doing, they don't allow children to do many works. Even if a child having on his interest and wearing some shirt, somebody, mother or father will say, "Arey, this shirt is not good, remove it." So when he will learn, see, parents has to allow to act independently their children. After acting independently, if any deviations, any problems, if parents notice, means they can give guidance without criticizing. Then they will become independent. We have to make the people independent in many of their day-to-day works. They should not depend on, for small reasons also, on other people. This way, we can develop these people. And the last one is obsessive compulsive personality disorder. And this is related to OCD. OCD is different, and this is personality disorder. Obsessive compulsive personality disorder, the last one. People who have obsessive compulsive personality disorder are characterized by fixation on things being done the right way. These people are more perfectionist people. They don't satisfy until they do their works. Even somebody doing, they don't satisfy. The other people are not doing like me. And they don't delegate any works to anybody. Some senior executives in offices also, you see, when their assistant do some work, he done properly also, he never satisfy. Again, he will do. Because of perfectionism. See, everybody will not do equally, na? Sudhakar is getting 70 marks, I am getting 50 marks. How everybody will get equal marks? How everybody will write exam proper? Same way. If an examiner thinks like this, because of perfection, how you will come out from MSc psychology? It is not possible. Some flexibility is required. See, person to person, his mentality is different, his mind is different, his cognitions are different. All people IQ are not different. How we can expect same thing from everybody? And this type of people, requires a pervasive pattern of preoccupation with orderliness. అన్ని ఇంట్లో ఆర్డర్గా ఉండాలి. ఇంట్లో వస్తువు తీసి ఇంకొక సాట పెట్టారనుకోండి, దే రిమూవ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు అదర్ ప్లేస్, the person will come and cry, why you kept like this, yesterday I kept here. Arey, what happened? What is going to happen? You can tell slowly, but they don't tell in nice manner. They talk in very loud voice and they behave in other way. They will spoil the relationships also. If the person is having this obsessive compulsive personality disorder, definitely he will have relationship problem in the house, no doubt at all. In the workplace also he will have lot of difficulties. People working with him, they never cooperate with him, and he will go on postponing his works. Because of perfection he requires, he delay a lot of things for the perfection. What, Sudhakar garu?
Yeah, correct, sir.
Huh? In the house also, so much wife and husband quarrels coming because of this particular disorder.
It's like a, we can't say, but I can't say, but I think it is Intinti Ramayanam.
Definitely. So now the time is almost 2:30, sir. We can stop the class today. Next
Sir,
week
another
only.
10-15 minutes you can cover, sir. Please, we are ready to listen you.
No. All the personality disorders we completed. And the next topic is sexual dysfunctions. We can discuss in the class or you will read this. Hello?
However,
We will
you
discuss in
suggest-
next
Okay,
class,
sir. Sure.
No.
Okay, sir, we will discuss in next class.
Sexual dysfunctions also.
No, sir, we'll read.
Some people will feel,
So the people who will feel, they will listen the audio later, because we are a psychologist. People will come up with this.
okay. I want to observe your feelings. That is the reason I am asking. As a doctor, as a psychologist, we should not feel for anything. Okay. In next class, unit number 18, sexual and gender identity disorders, we will discuss. And this personality disorders is very important question. Definitely you will get in examination, either partly or fully.
Sir, when you discuss about these personality disorders, in society we observe some people for heroic behavior. They try to dominate the what you call group. I mean, such people, where it comes on this disorders group.
This comes under narcissistic.
Okay.
Narcissistic, sir. You see the narcissistic personality disorder criteria, so you will understand.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
hello.
Sir.
Sorry, sir, for disturbing. And some group we are seeing the star people, sir. Means they are having the good leadership qualities also, which we are saying in psychology, star.
Please complete.
Yes, sir. This is also having some behavioral issue. No, sir.
No, once again, let me understand your question first.
No, sir.
Sociometry, sir. Related to the sociometry, the cycle of sociometry, the few are very hyper, means like very active or something. I believe the question is related to that. So how do we address them? Do they have a personality disorder who is having excessive enthusiasm to answer and to support everybody?
See, whatever you are asking, most of the things comes under narcissistic only.
Okay.
You can study carefully, thoroughly, the histrionic and narcissistic personality, both the disorders, you will understand your question answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Namma.
Okay, sir.
So we can conclude, sir, today class.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, a small request, sir. Nowadays, it's everybody are doing their own YouTube lessons and all. We are unable to complete within the short span because of the time limitation. If you can do the classes from okay, one YouTube, your own channel. If you can post all your classes in that. We can just go through.
Ushashri Gara maatladutundi.
Yes, sir.
No, I am not clear about your question. Some traffic disturbance is coming. Somebody is in driving. You can call me over phone.
Oh, yes, sir.
You can call me over phone, Amma. I am not clear your voice. That is the reason.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.